Hello everyone, welcome to the lecture series on control systems. In this first lecture, let us see what is meant by control system, open loop system, closed loop system, and we will have a comparison among the open loop and closed loop system. The control system which we are going to learn has actually played an important role in the development of modern day technology. So that means in our day-to-day life, we come across many equipments where we have control system. Say for example, in our home, we usually have refrigerator, air conditioner, automatic washing machines where there is control system present. And even in almost every sector of the industry, there is control systems. Say for example, in industry related to space technology or related to transportation system, power system or robotics or quality control of manufactured products, control system is present. So what is this control system? It is nothing but you interconnect different components so as to form a system, and that system has to give you a desired output. Okay, that is nothing but a controlled system. So the foundation or the basis for analysis of this particular system of the control system is based on the theory of linear system. So the component or the process which needs to be controlled, we can represent it by a block. So this is the component or the process which needs to be controlled so that we get the desired output. That means obviously there should be an input which is applied, okay, and we need to control the equipment or the process so that we get the desired output. So this is a control system which is represented in the form of a block. Now the classification of control system, it is basically classified into two. One is open loop system and the other one is closed loop system. Open loop system, the output it is obtained based on whatever input is given, okay, whereas in closed loop system there is a feedback present from the output back to the input. So before discussing about the open loop system and the closed loop system, we need to know the terminologies which are associated with the control system. So let us see the different terminologies which are associated with the control system. So the first one is plant or plants. It is nothing but a piece of equipment, okay, or it is a set of machine parts which will function together in order to obtain a desired output or in order to perform a particular operation. That is plant. This is the first terminology. The next definition is the controlled variable. Next term is the controlled variable. What is controlled variable? The controlled variable is nothing but the quantity or the condition that is measured and it is being controlled. So normally the controlled variable is nothing but the output of the system. So next we have the next terminology, which is a control signal or a manipulated variable. So the control signal or the manipulated variable is nothing but the quantity or the condition which is varied by the controller, okay, so as to affect the value of the controlled variable. So the signal whatever is applied to the controller, it will control the controlled variable. What is controlled variable? It is nothing but the output of the system. So using this controlled signal, you obtain a controlled variable or controlled output. So the next terminology is process. So process is nothing but any operation or any component or a system which needs to be controlled. So you have seen the control system which was represented by a block. The block is a process. Process is nothing but that particular set of a system needs to be controlled. So next terminology is systems. System is nothing but a interconnection or the combination of components which will function together and it will provide a desired output. Okay, that is a system. So this system, it need not be always physical. Okay, the concept of the system can be even applied to abstract or dynamic phenomenon, and therefore it can be interpreted to imply either physical, biological, economic and similar systems. So that is a system. Next terminology is disturbances. So disturbance, as the word implies, here it is a signal which will affect the output of the system. So disturbance will affect the output which is obtained. The last terminology is feedback control. So as I've told you, the whatever output you obtain, that is given back to the input wherein it is compared and the process is actually controlled so that you get the desired output. Okay. So it refers to an operation wherein in the presence of the disturbance, it will tend to reduce the difference between the output and the reference input. That is the definition of the feedback control. Next, let us look into the open loop and closed loop system. In the open loop system, the output has no effect on the control action. Okay, you can see the actuating device. We have the process, okay, process on the system which needs to be controlled. The input is applied, okay, and we need to get the desired output. So the desired output response is nothing but the input here. So we have a control signal which controls the system or nothing but the process, and we get the desired output. So in this, the output is neither measured nor it is fed back for comparison with the input. Say for example a washing machine. Soaking, washing and rinsing is based on the time. Okay, the machine does not measure the output signal, or that is nothing but the cleanliness of the clothes. So that is one of the best example for an open loop control systems. Whereas in the case of closed loop system, the output is measured. So you can see the process or the plant which needs to be controlled has a controller. Okay, so the input is applied and it is given to the controller, to the process, we get the desired output. This desired output is being measured, okay, and it is being compared. So to where it is compared? It is compared with the desired output response. So the input, this desired output response is nothing but the input. The input and the output which is measured is being compared, and in case there is a difference, then the signal is given to the controller, and this controller in turn controls the process or the system so that we get the desired output. This is about the closed loop system. So the example for this is a room temperature control system, wherein the temperature of the room, the actual room temperature is being compared with the reference temperature. Reference temperature is nothing but the desired temperature, and the thermostat will turn the heating or cooling on or off in such a way that the room temperature is maintained at a comfortable level. So now this is a single input system. So practically we will have a multiple input system. So we have multiple inputs and we will have a multiple outputs. So this is the representation of a system with multiple inputs and multiple outputs, all the outputs being measured and fed back so that we'll have a comparison and that is fed to the controller so that we get the desired output. Now let us have a comparison among the open loop and the closed loop system. Coming to the advantages of open loop system. Open loop system is actually easier to build. It requires less component. So it is simple in construction as well as it is less expensive and maintenance is very easy. And from the point of view of stability, the open loop system doesn't create a major problem with respect to stability. And once the system is being calibrated, it will perform accurately and it will give the desired output. So then when we should go for an open loop system rather than going for a closed loop system. Say for example, when the output is difficult to measure. So take an example of washing machine itself. We cannot measure the cleanliness of the cloth and give the comparison again to the system. So whereas a closed loop, the advantage is we use feedback which makes the system respond relatively insensitive to external or internal disturbances and the variation in the system parameters. So it provides very accurate results because it is not affected by the internal or the external disturbances. So that we can even improve the transient response of the system and even we can reduce the steady state error of the system. So obviously the effect of disturbance, as I've already told, it can be reduced. Whereas the disadvantage of having an open loop system is whenever there is a disturbance, be it internal or be it external, the output will be changed. Okay, so there will be a variation in the output compared to what we decide. And if there is any changes in the calibration, it will cause an error in the system wherein we need to recalibrate again. So if we want to have a quality output, recalibration is very important in the case of open loop system. Whereas a closed loop system, the major disadvantages, the number of equipments required is more compared to open loop. So what will happen? Obviously, the cost will increase, the size is also going to increase. So there might be a chance of instability of the system. So this is about the comparison of the open loop and closed loop system. So that's all for today's lecture. Thank you.